Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to show you how to make coconut milk in the Oster Versa blender, and my mother is going to open the coconut the back home way. I will show a link to how I open up a coconut, but go ahead, Mom, you can get to it and crack.
Using a hammer.
She's using a hammer. Some people use a machete, but you don't have to. And see, that made a nice perfect hole. And then you take the coconut water and you pour it directly into your cup.
This is a very nice coconut.
And then you just continue to crack the coconut to split the shell from the meat.
There you are.
And there you are. See, as easy as that. I'm going to taste this coconut water.
You just take that with a knife.
Okay, so you can take a knife. You don't need a special tool. I know there, and look, that's already coming off pretty easily. I know some people use, like, there's a specific coconut, you know, some sort of a knife that fits in there. You don't need that. It's not necessary. But, you know, if you have it, you can use it for sure. And this coconut water is delicious. So you're just going to take out all the pieces from your shell, and after that you're going to rinse that off, and then we're going to put it into the Oster Versa blender. Now, you've seen me make almond milk in the Oster Versa blender, and I'm going to show you. I mean, this is a perfectly capable blender. Coconut meat is a lot harder, but this does a great job. I've already made it in here, but I thought I had done this video before, and apparently I haven't. So I know you guys are going to be interested. That's why I want you to see it today. Now, the one thing you don't have to do when you're going to be making coconut milk is you do not have to take off, what do you call this, Mom? Like the skin, the husk? You don't need to.
That is the husk.
This is the husk, sorry, that's a shell.
Skin.
This is like the outer skin. You don't have to peel that off if you're making coconut milk, because you're going to strain it off. You're going to strain your coconut milk mixture, and that's all going to end up in your coconut pulp. So you don't need to worry about taking that off.
You see, it's rinsed now.
Oh. Okay, so my mother's just rinsed out the coconut, and we're going to put it in the blender.
You don't have to cut them up.
Yeah, and you don't have, okay, thank you, Mom, for that. See, she could be a great host. So you see that my mother's just taken the coconut in the big pieces that she's just taken out from the shell and put them right into the blender. And what you need to do is add enough water to cover the coconut, and depending on your own taste buds, you might want it thinner or a thicker. So if you want a thinner, if that's the right way to say this, coconut milk, you can definitely add more water. And you know, you just try it and adjust it to your own taste. I'm putting, right now that's 5.5 cups of water, and I think that's good. So the next part is you obviously put your lid on. Oops. Okay. You make sure the machine is plugged in, or you'll really wonder why it's not working. And I'm just going to put this to the manual side. On the Oster, you have your automatic settings. If you put the button down that way, you have automatic settings. But I'm going to use the manual. As you can see, it's already grinding that all up perfectly. There's no need to cut it into small pieces. And you're well on your way to making coconut milk as simply as that. Okay, that had to have been about a minute. And this is what it looks like when it's blended up. And this looks like it's going to be fairly rich. I could add a little more water. I could add some more water to this, or if you really even like it to be richer, you can sort of strain it out and then put the pulp back in and even do it a second time if you like. So we will now strain out the coconut to separate the coconut pulp from the delicious coconut milk. Okay, my mother is holding the nut milk bag, and I'll put a link for the video that I created on how to make your own nut milk bag for less than $1. No need to buy one for $13 or $15 if you are crafty enough to just sew some pieces of fabric together for yourself. So you put it in the bag and you sort of twist and squeeze, as my mother is doing, to get the milk out. And you keep going like that until you've squeezed it all out. And while my mother's doing that, I'm going to show you what I do is I keep the pulp. And this is some coconut pulp here from coconut milk. And you can use this to make your own homemade coconut flour. Save yourself a ton of money because coconut flour is expensive in the stores. Make it fresh from pure coconut you have used yourself to make coconut milk. There's no better way to do it. We're actually going to try doing it a second time because, you know what, if you can get more richness out of this coconut pulp, why not? And as you noticed, this machine comes with a tamper, but you don't need it. We simply did not need it for that. All you needed to do is fill it with enough water and grind. Put it to the highest setting for about a minute, minute and a half. I'd say a minute and a half. Make sure it's all blended, and that's as simple as it is. The hardest part and the messiest part is just going to be the straining, which you can do with your juicer if you have one. Well, a little more water. Water to help it to... Is enough? Okay. It's gonna be weak?
If you put more.
No, I'm saying that you think this is enough now. Okay. Hold on.
It's dope enough because this part doesn't turn up. Just show them that you have.
Oops.
They finish up.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. This bottle is 1.75 liters, and this is what we've gotten so far of the coconut milk. You know, we are straining it a second time to see if we get more enough richness from that we can add to it. But if not, you can just do it once. There's no need to do it twice. And this is what we've gotten. Something about coconut milk fresh from that you make at home, if you're not aware, when you put it in the fridge, it will separate, because that's actually how you make coconut oil. So you'll find like a foamy thing coming to the top and more of the clear water at the bottom. All you do is give your bottle a good shake, and you can use it. And if you're using it in smoothies, it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's just, it's natural. That's a normal thing to happen. So don't.
Warm water, not hot.
Yeah, blend. And the other thing my mother said, because she's the expert at this, making it from years ago, if you put warm water in your blender, it will actually be better, because the oil starts to separate as you blend, and the oil, if you use coconut oil, the colder the room is, the harder it is. So if you use warm water, the warm water will actually lift all of the oil, because with the blender the second time with the cold water, we found we've got some of the oil residue sticking to the blender. So definitely use warm water to prevent the oil from clumping up. So it will just be smooth and help the process going along easier. Alright, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section or send me a private message, and hope this was helpful to you. Thank you. Okay, so here is what I got of the coconut milk. So this is a liter, like about 1.75 liters once my mother and I put the coconut through again, squeezed it out again to get more flavor. That's a lot from a coconut that cost $1.29. Okay, so that's better than what you get in the container. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can see that your Oster Versa can make amazing coconut milk. Thanks for watching.